The morning did not feel like defeat. In fact, it felt like certainty. The ground outside Medina was familiar now. The air carried confidence. What had once been fear had been replaced by momentum. The memory of the previous victory still lingered, not as pride, but as reassurance.
This time, they were prepared. Lines were drawn. Positions were assigned. Instructions were clear.
This was not chaos. This was structure. At the heart of that structure was discipline. Every role mattered. Every position had meaning. Victory here would not come from bravery alone. It would come from order. Ali stood among them, calm as always, not restless, not eager for recognition. His strength had never come from impulse. It came from awareness of terrain, of people, of responsibility. The plan was simple, but its success depended on one fragile thing: obedience. As the battle began, momentum swung quickly. The opposing force advanced with force, but resistance was firm. Lines held. Formation remained intact. The believers did not rush. They responded. And slowly, steadily, the tide shifted.
What had begun as tension now felt like advantage. The enemy faltered. Their formation broke. Retreat began.
From the outside, it looked like victory. From the inside, it was a test. Because moments like these are dangerous, not because of the enemy, but because of certainty. Certainty makes people move too early. Certainty makes people forget instruction. And on that field, certainty began to whisper.
The retreat was visible. The signs were unmistakable. Shields lowered. Banners turned. Movement reversed. The battlefield spoke the language of success. And it was at that moment, not at the height of danger, that the real trial arrived.
Positions that were meant to be held began to empty. Not out of betrayal, not out of fear, but out of assumption. The assumption that the battle was over. The assumption that instruction had served its purpose. The assumption that obedience was no longer urgent. Ali felt the shift before it became chaos. He saw the lines thin. He saw protection weaken. He saw order begin to loosen its grip. And then it happened. From the space left behind, the battlefield changed shape. What had been retreat became return. What had been advantage turned into exposure. The attack did not come from the front. It came from where discipline had been abandoned. Suddenly, noise replaced rhythm. Confusion replaced clarity. This was no longer a fight of formation. This was a fight of survival. Ali did not chase. He did not retreat. He held. When others moved with panic, he moved with purpose. Where collapse spread, he became resistance. This was not heroism in the way stories often tell it. There were no speeches, no signals, only instinct shaped by loyalty. Ali positioned himself where protection was needed most, not where glory waited, but where loss could be slowed.
The battle no longer asked who was strongest. It asked who could remain steady when structure failed.
The enemy! They're regrouping behind us. Should we hold the line? Hold your ground. Don't move until I say. We're losing the edge.
I thought it was over.
Stay in formation. Fill the space.
Now!
Hold! Don't break!
We can't stop them!
Anchor here. Protect each other. Move with purpose, not panic.
Chaos has a sound. It is not loud, it is scattered. Shouts overlap. Commands contradict. Fear moves faster than reason.
In moments like these, leadership is not declared. It is revealed. Ali fought not to advance, but to shield. Not to conquer, but to stabilize. He understood something critical. Battles are not lost in the moment of attack. They are lost when cohesion disappears, and cohesion was disappearing. Yet even here, faith did not vanish. It was tested. Later revelation would address this moment directly, not to condemn courage, but to correct understanding. وَلَقَدْ صَدَقَكُمُ لِلَّهُ وَعْدَهُ إِذْ تَحُسُّونَهُمْ بِإِذْنِهِ حَتَّى إِذَا فَشِلْتُمْ وَتَنَزَعْتُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ وَعَصَيْتُمْ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا أَرَاكُمْ مَا تُحِبُّونَ. The promise had been true. The victory had been near. But the condition had been obedience. This verse did not erase courage. It explained consequence. Ali's role in this moment was not to reverse the outcome. It was to prevent collapse from becoming destruction. He stood where retreat needed cover. He defended where confusion threatened lives.
Leadership here was not loud. It was protective. And protection saved more than pride. It preserved the future.
They're coming back! From the side! Hold the line! Don't move! I thought it was over. Why are they returning?
Fall back! To the mountains!
What are the orders? Do we hold or retreat?
Move through here! I'll hold this position. Ali is still standing there!
He's not fighting to win. He's fighting to save us.
The battle ended without the clarity people wanted. There was no clean victory, no simple conclusion.
Instead, there was reflection. Pain lingered, not only from loss, but from understanding. Understanding that faith does not eliminate human error. It exposes it. Understanding that bravery without discipline is fragile. Understanding that obedience is not restriction, it is protection. Ali did not emerge celebrated. He emerged trusted. Because leadership is not proven only when plans succeed. It is proven when they fail. The Quran would remind them again, gently but firmly, وَلَا تَهِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنْتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. Do not weaken. Do not despair. This was not the end. Uhud was not remembered because of defeat. It was remembered because of clarity, because it taught that victory is not measured only by ground gained, but by lessons retained. Ali's legacy here was not the strike. It was the stand, the refusal to abandon responsibility when certainty collapsed. This was the battle that separated courage from command. And what followed would demand more than strength. It would demand judgment.
Because the next trials would not come only from enemies but from leadership itself. And Ali's role was only beginning to change.